We're going to start sitting. I brought a block today to sit on. You don't have to have one, but it might be nice to have something underneath your seat, just pillow or folded blanket, a folded towel, whatever you usually sit on to get a little bit of a lift. And if you feel like you don't need it or don't want it during any of the stretches, then you just take it out. But yeah, especially since we've been working so much on spinal alignment, for a lot of people, we're better able to align the spine and have that be an easy position when our hips are a little bit higher than the knees and then our thighs are just falling down. And then with our breath, we're going to reach the arms out long. Yes, a nice port de bras out long. And up, and let the shoulders come up around your ears. And then let the shoulders drop down, reach the arms down. And just like a ballet port de bras, as we're on the bottom part of our circle, the palms are facing down. And then as we reach to the side, they're going to turn, and then they're going to face in and up. And you can even make a round up on O shape here, and then they'll lengthen, and the hands are facing up, and they turn to face down. Yes, nice and slow, so we can keep lots of length in the arms. Floating up with the in-breath, turning to face each other, and then we'll keep the shoulders down. At first, I just brought the shoulders up because it feels good as a stretch, but then we'll let them stay down as we continue to move the arms. So we feel wide in the collarbones, and you can start to tune into how your shoulder blades are moving on your back. They're becoming wide, and they're turning to allow the arms to come up. And then they're rotating on the back to bring the arms down. And release. Ooh, that's a lot of work in the shoulders already. And then we'll take a side bend up and over. Ooh, both sit bones still planted on the floor on our cushion. But let the side body open. And then with the inhale, we'll come up through the center. And then go up and bending to the other side. So always making more space in our spine before we bend it, whether that's sidewards or forward or back. And then we repeat. Maybe we get a little bit deeper, a centimeter, a millimeter deeper on the second one. And the other side. So we're even now, bending to both sides. And then we'll take our arms up. One arm goes up and the other back into a twist, but we're using our core muscles to twist. And then draw the other arm forward. We'll go up and use our muscular effort to twist the other way. One arm wide forward and the other one back. And then return. And then we'll repeat that. Arms up and twist. So long through the whole spine. And then return. And then up. Open to the side. And return. That's a lot of work for our core. So let's do a twist that's less work on our core and just use our hand on the leg and just twist the body. So we get maybe a deeper twist because we're not just using our stomach muscles, our core muscles to twist. We can use our arms. And release. Let's take a reclining butterfly stretch for a moment, just to let the hips release, the soles of the feet come together, our knees
just falling towards the side. Our imprinting will be released. We'll have some space between the lower back and the floor, and that's totally fine. We can open our arms out wider too, and just take a couple of breaths, completely allowing the legs to relax, the inner thighs to stretch. When we're doing this on our own time, if you want to spend some more time here in the stretch, if it feels a little bit like a strain on the inner hips, you can always put a cushion or a block or something on the outside of the thigh or by the hip, and it'll still be a stretch, but a little bit less intense. So then we can relax here a little bit longer. So that's a good option with your pillow or your blanket or a couple of them on each side. It feels a little bit more like we're relaxing into a nest that way. And allowing the hips and thighs to release a little bit more because they feel supported. And then we'll take the hands to the outer thigh and use our arms to help bring the knees back up to the sky. And then I have a few more reclining stretches. I said it would be slow and low. We're gonna just we're just gonna stay down here, and then at the end we'll come back to sitting, and that'll be it. But these are all good stretches for ballet. So, two options here. You can keep your left foot on the floor and the knee bent while we're stretching the right leg, or if it feels okay, we might decide in a minute to stretch that leg long. But let's start with the leg bent so we can really keep a sense of connection through our core and have that imprinting happening. So my right knee is bent up towards my chest. My left foot is on the floor. And then I'm going to unfold my right knee a bit, but it can still be softly bent. And then I'm going to reach behind the right leg, either the thigh or the calf, or maybe the foot. Here's a place where a belt or a strap can be nice because then we can put it over the ball of the foot and hold on. I didn't bring mine today, so that's fine. We'll just grab with the fingers, interlace them behind our right leg, and have a nice deep one-legged hamstring stretch on that side. Again, and if it feels good, you can experiment with extending the left leg long, but it's not a must. It doesn't have to happen. It might be better just to stay calm in that leg and really allow the right leg to bend. If it feels good, you can circle your right foot here. Sometimes my ankle gets a little bit tight and tense when I'm stretching other parts of the leg. So that's fine. To take some circles or just let it relax. And then we feel heavy in our shoulders and elbows and head. So everything's relaxed as we stretch the belly of the right hamstring muscle right here. And then the challenge being to keep our left side connected to the floor. We're going to grasp the right ankle or leg with only the right hand and open it just a little bit to the right, just enough to feel a slight stretch on our inner thigh. Like a la second position, but a very conservative one. It's opening to the side, but just a degree. Yeah, that looks great. And then on the next exhale, we'll float through the center and switch hands. It's going to cross over a little bit towards the left. And then we feel the stretch on the outside of the thigh, the outside of the right hip. And then come back to the center. Cross your right ankle over the left thigh. And then we'll reach through, we'll thread the needle and grasp behind our left thigh, and then our left foot picks up, and you can keep it the left knee bent or straighten the knee. It's fine either way. We're just going to pull it all in towards us for a hip stretch on the right side. So this was our figure 4 stretch, reclining. We often do a figure 4 stretch standing at the bar, but here it is lying down. And then we'll slowly release our grip and the left foot to the floor and then the right foot to the floor. And we're back in neutral position. And we have those stretches on the other side. The left foot reaching up towards the sky. The right foot stays planted. The knee bent. And then we'll reach behind. You could still be bent in the left knee a bit. That's fine. And then we'll grasp the thigh or the calf or whatever we can reach. And stretch the back of the left leg, the hamstring. Yeah, so we warmed up with our Batma and our passe, and now we get to stretch it out. Pretty passively. But yeah, we'll see the results of these sorts of stretches in our Grand Batma standing. The shoulders relaxing down to the floor, our head is heavy on the floor, chin is dropping. And then taking the left foot or ankle or thigh in the left hand, we'll just slightly open the left leg to the left side. Yes, just a little bit, just till we feel a slight gentle stretch on the inner side of the leg. There's our ala seconde with a nice stable right standing side. And then floating it up through the center on the next exhalation. Switch hands, and it crosses the body a little bit to the right side. And we move the stretch into the outer side of our left thigh and hip. And then float it straight up to the ceiling again. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. We'll thread the left hand through and grasp behind our right thigh. And either keep the right knee bent or straighten it out. Whatever is most comfortable. I like to try both and see on this particular day, how does that feel? Just to relax into a figure 4 stretch and open up our hips. After a week of holiday where I didn't do so much yoga and dancing, my hips are feeling tighter than they were before. So it's a good reminder to do those hip stretches. Did a lot of walking and sitting, but that's not the same as yoga and stretching and dancing. And then slowly release the right foot down and the left foot down. And reach your arms out to the side, and we're going to go with our windshield wipers or our knee drops, but back and forth. So we won't stay there. We'll just rock side to side. One thigh turns in and the other thigh turns out as we swing the legs through the center. Amazing. Then just roll onto one side, and we'll make our way slowly back up to sitting.
There you have it.
But that'll be our time for today.
Wonderful. You're so welcome. It's really great to be back.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Bye.
bye.